Well, we all want a piece of our heroes, a hockey stick from a favorite player, or a concert or a t-shirt from a band that you love. But Mike Strobel has the latest must-have for a fan who really wants to sink her teeth into hero worship. He normally has a ball of truth. Today we could call it the bald tooth.
One of John Lennon's teeth is for sale. Gosh, is nothing sacred? What's next? Keith Richards' toenail clippings? Ugh.
Imagine all the people.
Lennon gave the molar to his housekeeper in the late 60s, and it's expected to fetch $16,000 at the auction block on November 5th. That's a big bite for a brown cavity pock piece of beetle. That's John Lennon's tooth.
Really?
What would you bid for this?
I wouldn't.
I have all my tooth. I don't want another one.
A lock of Elvis Presley's hair went for $15,000 at auction in 2009. A lock of Che Guevara's hair, $100 grand.
I don't think it's real. He used to drink too much tea.
Is it creepy?
Yeah, very.
The owner of Napoleon Bonaparte's, shall we say, his staff of office paid $3,000 for it in 1977, but turned down $100,000 a couple years ago. On the other hand, now we know why Napoleon was known as the Little Corporal.
Personally, I don't think I would.
Is there anybody's tooth that you would pay $16,000 for?
No.
Would you pay 12,000 pounds for this?
No, I wouldn't. I've just had a bridge fitted on here, and that was about £320, so, and that fits.
But a Beatles tooth, how do you cap that? Could be priceless. Get your dentist to glue it into that gap in your back teeth, and maybe you'll sing better. And if you own John Lennon's molar, don't you also own his DNA? You could clone your own band. The Hard Rock Cafe at Dundas Square has much tamer relics of rock and roll, including a plate signed and sketched by Lennon and one of his hats. But they're all the same thing, really. We all want a piece of our heroes.
That's diabolical.
Not for that, no. The guitar, maybe. Anything else? Yes. That, no.
Well, I really hope Lennon's molar goes to a good home. All I am saying is give teeth a chance. Mike Strobel for Sun News.
Joining us now in studio is Mike Strobel, and hopefully with all your teeth intact there.
And happy Doomsday, by the way, Neelam. Today's October 21st, and remember that wingnut in California who predicted that May 21st was going to be the end of the world, and then said, when that didn't happen, said, well, I mean, October 21st? Well, today's the day. So
no one's really talking about it.
Well, we're all got our fingers crossed.
No one's really talking about it today.
Well, I think
he keeps changing the date.
Yeah, and I think people have kind of finally realized that he might be a bit of a nutcase.
Yeah. Okay, so back to this.
Like Muammar.
Muammar Gaddafi. Well, John Lennon's tooth. Okay, yeah. First of all, who would auction this off, and how much did bidding start at?
Well, the auction's actually in a couple weeks, and
okay.
they're expecting it to go for about 16 grand. And it's, as I said in the video, it's his housekeeper who got it in the 60s, and now her family's kind of cashing in.
And people are actually interested in buying this.
There's all kinds of. It's a great investment. I mean, body parts of the rich and famous are better than the stock market.
Better than the stock market, better than gold. Well, I was reading your column today, and in it you mentioned that Elvis's hair went for $15,000 at an auction.
Yeah, just a little piece. Remember well, you wouldn't remember, but back in the 50s, he joined the army, and of course they shaved his head for that. And I guess the barber kept the clippings. And Che Guevara, though, I mean, that to me is amazing because obviously, you know, there's probably lots of Elvis hair out there, but not too much Che Guevara, so that's why I went for so much more. But somebody's got Albert Einstein's eyes,
okay,
which have been estimated at about $5 million.
Okay, so hold on here. I can understand, you know, bidding on a hockey stick from your favorite hockey player, but these organs and body parts, like, what are you really going to do with them?
Yeah,
anyways,
I don't know. Frame them, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. I know you have a Christmas fund that's coming up. I wanted to ask you about that.
Yeah, it's Variety Village, which in Toronto is a place where kids with disabilities and so forth go, and it's a great place. And I do an annual fundraiser in my column for them, and I'm thinking actually of maybe selling, you know, bits and pieces of me to raise money for them.
That's a good idea. You can bring some parts in and we can auction it off on
most parts you don't want. They're kind of used.
All right, Mike, thanks for joining us today.
Take care, Neelam.